Friday, the day of the stream. Friday, the day of the stream. Friday, the day of the stream. Folks, it's Friday, the day of the stream. I'm today using this Gil Paris model from our friends at Reverend that feature the mighty fishman fluent single with pickups. Go with pickups. We're gonna do a little song in the key of B. I came up with this song today. It's just kind of a little jam. And we're going to play it for you, if that's all right. I got my Univibe on. It's actually my retro vibe. Retro vibe. From our friends at Jam. Can you dig it? Oh, can you dig it? Strange and delicious sounds in the night. Makes you want to play with Hasbro's Light Bright. Yeah, I believe that the Jerry Lee Lewis thing was erroneous. I saw that the other day and it was retracted. What? It said the other day that Jerry Lee Lewis had died and he did not. But what you gonna do? Yes, we do have to gather again this Saturday. We together to spread the mighty gristle. Oh my God! Now Ryan is saying no. He's really dead now. He's really dead now. Damn it!
Great balls of fire.
Come on over, baby. Whole lot of shaking going on. I ain't faking. Whole lot of shaking going on. To the west, I look to the east. I said, partake and begin the feast. I said, what? That's a little rock and roll dedicated to the killer, Jerry Lee Lewis. Can you dig it? A little bit of that rock and roll music. A little bit of that rock and roll music for the kids. We like rock music. Da 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 ba do ba do ba da ba da ba do ba do ba da ba da ba do. It's been a long time since I began to rock. I got a name as Greg Stephen Koch. No dancing on my damn piano, Jim C. No dancing on my damn piano. While we're in the key of G, we're going to do a little. We've done a little shout out to part of the $1 Million Quartet of Jerry Lee. We're going to do a little John Cash now for you, in our own way though, because it's in our own way. a burning ring of fire. Oh, we're going down, down, and the flames are getting high. Oh, it burns, burns, burns. That ring of fire. That ring.
All the way down into the fire.
I fell into a burning ring of damn fire.
Pryla said.
I play. Adam Bomber's in the house. Adam Bomb. Adam Bomb. Adam Bomb in the house. Adam Bomb. Adam Bomb. Adam Bomb. Any chance of playing Cheap Trick Surrender? I don't think so. I don't know how to. You need vice grips on your yam pouch to sing that one. There you go. We'll work on that one.
Key change.
We'll work on that one. Mama told me, they told me I'd meet girls like you.
I'll bring the 12 string.
Let me switch guitars here for a moment. Do we ever get into? Yeah, I got into the Police back in the day. And then we never did any with the band. I think I might have done some kind of a version of. Doodle-day home, bitty home, bitty home, be heidel, home, bitty home, bitty home, bitty home, be heidel. Home, bitty heidel, home, bitty home, be heidel. Amir's like, are you gonna play Rex Charmer? He's screaming at us! We could. We could do that one. We're gonna do a little song called the Rex Charmer. There's a jaunty version of this on our KMT Live from Sweetwater, which is gonna be coming out sooner than later, I imagine. 1, 2, 3, 4. gentlemen, can you dig those kind of activities? Can you dig those kind of proclivities? Can you dig it? Will you dig it? 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 I can. Can we play anything from Rick Derringer? I really don't know any Rick Derringer jams. I'm a fan. I'm a fan, especially when he would play with old Johnny Winter. But you don't know what I'm talking about. Do 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 do. There was a band called the Jumpers. They were laying a town. I like it when they engage in that funky sound. Grand Funk Railroad. Are you ready? That song is a jam.
You love them. I do.
That's a song called Funkfordin'. Funkfordin'. When you got a little something called Funk 49, what do you do? Hop do do.
Favorite of the horn section.
Oh, and a favorite of the horn section, the Funk 49, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have a horn section. How many funks? 49 and totes. 49 and totes is what we got. 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 I don't know what any of it means, but I do know this. It feels so damn good in my doggone soul. How many cups am I up to today, says Pete? I had a little bit more today than usual.
Yeah.
Felt pretty damn good.
Yeah.
But I had a little more than usual today. Had a little more than usual. What? We don't know Let's Get Sinister, Nico, with this lineup, unfortunately. But you know what? One of these days we'll learn it. One of these days. Any chance you are coming to Europe? Yes, Amir. We're going to come there in April, I believe. All things being equal. All things being equal, we're going to come to Europe. We're going to come to Europe. All things being equal, we're going to come to Europe. All things being equal, we're going to come to Europe. All things being equal, we're gonna come to Europe. Play the Duluth Bayfront Blues Fest. Well, you know what?
Go up there in Duluth.
They need to ask us. We haven't done your face in a while. So nice when I'm around, but when I'm gone, Lord knows you tear me down. There's only two things wrong with you, and that's your face. You say yes, but you mean no. And you won't explain till I'm out the door. There's only two things wrong with you, and that's your face. Your nose ain't growing, but it's still showing. But please don't fake it, 'cause I'm a big boy, and I can take it. And my ears are ringing, but I won't take the hook, no, 'cause I ain't quite as dumb as I look. Well, you're so sweet when I call, When I hang up, I take the fall. There's only two things wrong with you, and that's your fate. There's only two things wrong with you, and that's your fate. There's only two things wrong with you. That's your fate.
To the wall.
To the wall.
Shame.
I like that music's. Ron, we did a little rocker earlier, and we dedicated it to the mighty Killer. We did a lot of rocker early, and we dedicated it to the Killer.
Jerry.
Yeah, I like it all. It's good for your soul and good for your corn. It's good for your soul and corn. It's good for your soul and corn. Is that you there?
Yeah, it's nice.
It felt good. Scooby-Doo-Gang-Doo-Gang-Gong. 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 Scooby-Doo-Gang. You know, it's always fun to do this one. We could play this one every time, and I don't think anyone would mind, including ourselves.
Which is that?
The Zepp thing.
Yeah, sure, man.
What the fuck, right? I mean, what the heck?
Hey, we gotta get a new one.
We got to get a new. We'll work on a new one. We'll work on a new one. Well, let's go. We could do the Surf Zepp 2 at the end. That's a little bit of what we like to call rock music. That's a little bit of what we call rock and roll music. Rock and roll music. That's a little bit of what we call rock and roll music.
For the P.
That's a little bit of what we call rock and roll music. A little bit of what we call rock and roll music. We're having fun today playing sweet musics. It's good for your soul and good for your corns. It's good for your corns and from your soul and corns. This is our Fishman live stream for Friday. You've got Fishman Fluence pickups on your bass. I got Fishman Fluence Gristletime, my signature pickups, on this particular instrument, which of course is a Reverend Gristlecaster in Blucifer. Blucifer.
Got this Reverend Strap.
And a Reverend Strap. Yeah, I like what you did there. I know where that came from.
Very punk rock.
Yes, it is very. Absolutely. Yeah. You know, we're gonna rock out a little bit right now. Dylan, somebody wants to know what snare you have on that drum kit.
Early 80s Acrolite Ludwig.
It's an early 80s Ludwig Acrolite, early 80s Acrolite, early 80s Acrolite. Lord of the Rings. That's all we have to say. And the song is over with. You remember Let It Bleed, don't you? That's A, D, E, but then it's got that one.
Goes to the.
Yeah. C sharp.
Yeah.
Right. It's a rock music song. It's a song that. Well, we all need someone we can lean on. And if you want it, baby, well, you could lean on me. Well, we all need someone we can lean on. And if you want it, baby, well, you can lean on me. She said, my breath, they will always be open. You can rest your weary head right on them. And there will always be a space in my parking lot when you need a little cocaine, a sympathy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, we all need someone we can dream on. And if you want it, baby, well, you can dream on me. Well, we all need someone we can. And if you want it, oh, you can dream on me. my hair with scented jasmine tea. And you knock me in my dirty, stinking basement. With that jaded, faded junkiness. Oh, what pleasant company. Well, we all need someone we can bleed on. And if you want it, baby, well, you could bleed on me. We all need someone we can bleed on. And if you want it, child, oh, you can bleed on me. That was that. And that was that, ladies and gentlemen. I like that, Keith Richards. I like them Stones. You got to have Stones to play the Stones. Am I right or am I right? You got to have Stones that play the Stones. I said you got to have Stones that play the Stones. Listen, you got to have Stones to play the Stones. Folks, tomorrow night, together.co, the number 2, GTHR.co, a fun website where you can interact with us in the persons. So check it out. We start there at 5 o'clock. It was fun being here once again. On behalf of our friends at the Mighty Fishmen, and they make magnificent things. Go over there and check out their website. Go check out gregkoch.com. I had someone comment today, I believe on the gram of Instas. It was a gram of Instas, and they said, "Hey, bro." They didn't say bro. I added that in for color, I guess, making the story a little bit more colorful. And I really enjoyed like a recent thing that we had done. I think, do you have any music that I might? Oh, I know what it was. He saw the show that we did at the Funky Biscuit. They put the full show up online of our performance at the Funky Biscuit with Toby and Dylan and myself. And he goes, "I really enjoyed that. Where might I find your original material? Some records." It's like, I really appreciate the fact that you care and you're asking. But for the love of God, in the possession of almost everyone on planet Earth is this implement right here, which allows us to access all the information that's ever really been. All the real information that's ever really been. Ever really been. So you could taste the biscuit, exactly. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. That honey sauce braised upon the biscuit. What kind of world do we live in?
This one.
What kind of world do we live in? Goodbye, Amir. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you cats on the flippity and the doggone fly pa-tee. Sassy Cat says, "Thanks for the stream today." Well, thank you for tuning in. We always appreciate it. Thanks for the tune, says Joel. Well, thank you. Any plans to visit New Hampshire? You know, Chris, we're going to try to route ourselves out there when we go east. First part of next year, we're going to come to the East Coast. And we plan on, we're going to come to the East Coast and bring great power and mystery to our activities. And that's all there's going to happen. Enjoy the weekend. You enjoy the weekend. No, you enjoy the weekend. I'm totally going to enjoy the weekend. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to eat sweet foods. Yeah. Matt's playing tonight at the Jazz Estate. Woo! With his band, The Adventures.
The Erotic Adventures of the Static Chicken.
The Erotic Adventures of the Static Chicken tonight at the Jazz Estate, beautiful Milwaukee, Wisconsin. What time do you begin your show?
8 p.m.
8 p.m. Matt Turner and the gangers are going to take the stage and start scalding brains and deploying psychedelic chickens that'll come out of everyone's rectums and fly around the place and wild abandon. It's a fun band, and it's going to rock your brain. should you choose to go down there. But I don't know how many people from Milwaukee are tuning into our stream. A lot of them are afraid. A lot of the Milwaukeeans are afraid to tune in because they're afraid of what it might mean for their futures. I don't know what that means if they're afraid about their futures. Rectum. Someone thought it would be fun to. Someone said he said rectum, and so I just made a tune about it with one word. It just said rectum in it. Great balls of fire. Yes. Okay. On that note, folks, I want you to crank the power of Jerry Lee Lewis all weekend, and I know that I will because I love that. I love that rock music. I love that rock music. It's good for you. Oh yes, I would be a Milwaukee or two. All right, that's what I like to see. We got a Milwaukeean in-house.
Down to the Jazz Estate.
Go down to the Jazz Estate, where you will get to appreciate the power of the burner. And who else? Mr. Kuzniar?
And Aaron Gardner.
And Aaron Gardner, a triumvirate. Those fellows are down at the Jazz Estate. All right, folks, we'll see you later. Happy Friday.